Hello class, thank you for coming to my week 5 discussion board for MPA 530 Public Finance and Budgeting. For this presentation, we'll be discussing two topics. The first is an identified capital improvement project from my week 1 posting, which was the City of Jurupa Valley. And the second topic will be an analysis of debt types for funding. So in week 1 of this class, I decided to study the budget and capital improvement program for the City of Jurupa Valley, which is where I work. Um, Interestingly, I found the capital improvement program. However, um, it seems like all the capital improvement programs are in one report covering a 5-year basis. This extends from fiscal year 2023-2024 through the fiscal year 2027-2028. In the whole program that is planned, there are 73 projects totaling a cost of $174,264,056. The first section of this program discusses 45 projects which are set to begin in fiscal year 2023-2024 at a cost of $72,587,694 for the City of Jurupa Valley. The capital improvement project I chose was a Van Buren Boulevard pavement rehabilitation program from Belgrave to Etiwanda. Now, if you live in western Riverside County, you might be familiar with Van Buren Boulevard. Now, Van Buren Boulevard, as it passes through Jurupa Valley, is lacking maintenance and repairs. It has potholes, it has a lot of cracks. So, as a result, the City of Jurupa Valley has turned this into a capital improvement project under project number 21111. Now, when it comes to construction costs, inspection, PS&E, the total cost will be $2,763,323, just for the section between Belgrave and Etiwanda. Now, the funding sources include RMRA, which is the California Road Maintenance and Rehabilitation Account. Jurupa Valley will obtain $2,680,796 from RMRA, which is pretty much funded through gasoline excise taxes. These taxes are sent to the state of California and then dispersed along the cities. Measure A will be funding $46,527 of this. Measure A was a road tax funded through Riverside County, and CalRecycle is $36,000, providing total funding of $2,763,323 for this capital improvement project. Now, when it comes to funding, we'll be analyzing two types of bonds. The first will be a general obligation bond. The advantages of a general obligation bond are that they are backed by the full faith and credit of the issuing organization. So that means that the government will commit property taxes, sales taxes, and other funding sources, such as the general budget, to eventually pay back these bonds. They are relatively secure for investors, and they are cost effective in terms of due to their essential guarantee. They do have a lower interest rate on the issuing organization. The disadvantages of the general obligation bond is they are a tax burden to the residents. They are dependent on economic conditions. They are a debt burden, and the process to get a general obligation bond going does require a vote and voter approval, so they can be a little bit harder to implement. The second type of bond that is often used is a revenue bond. Now, revenue bonds are used to fund revenue generating projects such as toll roads, recreation centers, airports. The advantages of a revenue bond is that they are self-sufficient, or they help pay for themselves. They have a mitigated tax impact. Um, they have a flexible structure if you design them that way, and they are lucrative to investors. Disadvantages, they are of greater risk. They are not backed like general obligation bonds. They have limited security. Uh, they have higher interest rates, usually that need to be paid out, and they can be somewhat complex.